I'm Jason. In a previous video we went over how to grow your own SCOBY from scratch. And in this video we'll look at how to take that SCOBY and transform sweet tea into a tangy, fizzy kombucha. The process for batch brewing kombucha is very similar to growing a SCOBY, so I suggest checking out our previous video on how to grow your own SCOBY. For batch brewing, we're going to be combining tea, sugar, kombucha, and a SCOBY, whether one you purchased or that you grew yourself. For future batches, you can repeat the following steps to have a continuous cycle of kombucha. And just remember to always save 1 cup of liquid from your previous batch to kickstart your next batch. Before you start brewing, always remember to sterilize your vessels with boiling water for at least 5 minutes, or use a non-antibacterial soap and give them a good wash and rinse. I jumped a little ahead and went and made my sweet tea mix already. I boiled 3 cups of water, stirred in 1 cup of sugar. You can use white sugar or organic sugar, cane sugar, and stir it till it dissolves completely. Then I added in 3 teaspoons of this loose leaf black tea. If you're not using loose leaf black tea, you can use 4 bags of black tea. And I let that steep and cool to room temperature. And then I removed and discarded the tea and added the sweet tea mix to my 1 gallon glass jar. Next, we want to pour in about 10 cups of water to dilute our sweet tea mix. So I'll go ahead and do that with the funnel. You want to leave enough room below the shoulder to add 1 cup of your starter liquid and your kombucha as well. And allow for new SCOBY growth, because every time you brew a new batch of kombucha, you'll get a child SCOBY that attaches to the mother. And this seals the vessel and helps keep out contaminants while your kombucha is brewing. Then take a white cloth and a rubber band and secure it over to keep contaminants and bugs out while your kombucha is fermenting. Now that you have your first batch of kombucha brewing, set aside in a warm, dark place, keeping the temperatures around 75 to 85 degrees. Brewing time varies between 7 to 20 days. At 4 or 5 days, start tasting your kombucha. Take a straw and just stick it down in the corner and give it a little sip. The great thing about brewing kombucha is the freedom to experiment and make it your own. The taste is really up to you. If you want something sweeter, let it ferment for a few days. And if you want something a little more tart, let it brew longer. Continue tasting every day until you find the balance that suits you. Stay tuned for our next few videos on flavoring, bottling, and how we use kombucha around our house. And also check out a few recipes on our site in the description below. And remember, if you liked the video, to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Happy brewing!